So, why is it that no matter how much harder you push in the gym, your energy still tanks throughout the day? Welcome, I'm Julian Hayes II, founder of Executive Health, where we help CEOs, entrepreneurs, and other A-level leaders optimize their billion-dollar asset so they can thrive in business, lead in their communities, and be more present with their families. And for founders and CEOs, energy isn't a nice to have. It's the currency of leadership. If you're crashing midday, no matter how hard you train, it's not just inconvenient. This bleeds into your boardroom presence. It clouds your decision making. It steals time you have with your family at night. And the truth is, when you're trying to outwork an energy crash by exercising harder, this is akin to maybe perhaps trying to fix a leaky roof by turning up the heat. And the root of the problem remains. And there's three reasons why this is going to happen that we're going to dive into. And so the very first one is energy crashes are a systems problem, not a willpower problem. So perhaps most executives, most entrepreneurs, they're probably going to think that fatigue is about grit. It's about doing more to try to alleviate this issue. But in actuality, it's not. It's about your biology, but it's about your biology in a way that you may not be thinking about. It's about your circadian rhythms. It's about your mitochondrial efficiency. It's about your relationship with light and your recovery inputs that set the ceiling for how much energy you can actually access. So pushing harder in the gym without fixing the system fundamentally, you're simply accelerating the crash. You're simply pouring gasoline on the issue already. And so the second point I want you to keep in mind is it's a formula. So we have stress plus exercise without recovery. This equals an energy debt. Now, CEOs, entrepreneurs constantly live under a constant cognitive and emotional load. And most of the time, you're going to be a hard charging individual. So you're not going to be a person who's just going to sit on the couch and be a little lazy and need motivation to get started or anything. It's actually going to be the opposite. Most of the entrepreneurs and founders I talk to, they're already go-getters. They're already getting after it. After all, that's how they got to the position that they are. So their workouts are generally going to be the same thing. But you add these aggressive workouts in combination with early mornings. Sometimes your sleep's not as good. Sometimes an abuse of technology, an abuse of blue light, red eye flights, late nights, and you're stacking stress upon stress, and also you're shutting down systems that are beneficial that are not going to be as activated due to some of the behaviors and habits that you do on a daily basis. And so your body, speaking in business terms, it's going to treat this like another boardroom fire drill. And so without proper recovery protocols, ranging from your sleep architecture, your light exposure, the light exposure at the right times, your nutrient replenishment, you're digging a deeper energy debt that no extra workout is going to repay. The third point here is more training doesn't equal more capacity. Now, if you've seen some of my columns, you've heard me talk about the importance of capacity. And this is what we as high-level leaders should actually be training for. But at a certain level, more volume does not equal more output. Elite athletes already know this. They use precision. They have recovery windows. They have personalized fueling. They have strategic periods of intensity. Executives need the same. This is why I always emphasize for business leaders to think of themselves as business athletes. Because the difference is between you and a professional athlete, a lot of times, is you have no off season. Business is 24/7, 365 days of the year for decades that you're in this game. It's the ultimate sport. And so you're not going to just win by training harder. You're going to win by training smarter. You need both of these. And you're going to align your exercising. You're going to align your nutritional strategies with your biology, your calendar, your mission, and your long-term goals. Now, I will bring up some common objections, maybe one of those, right? Some people will say that exercise is supposed to give me more energy. And I would say, absolutely, you are correct, but only when it's programmed correctly. Because, you know, exercise is providing you with more joules because our bodies are electric. But the wrong kind of exercise at the wrong time, it's pretty much like putting premium fuel in the wrong engine, or it's pretty much putting like the 87 gasoline in a car that needs premium. And so instead of running smoother, you're flooding the system. And the fix isn't more sweat, it's precision. And so identifying what your body truly needs and aligning your workouts to amplify, not drain, your overall leadership and presence is what needs to be top of mind. So as we land this ship here, when you are hitting the gym harder, but you're still dragging throughout the day, the problem is definitely not effort. It's strategy. And so for leaders, energy is the ultimate return of investment on everything. When you protect this, everything else compounds in your life, especially the big three pillars that we always talk about: community, family, and your business. And so if this resonates, click the link below to schedule a private executive health diagnostic call. And think of this, once again, as a chemistry meeting, a chance to see if we're working together makes sense. And so until next time, stay awesome, be limitless, and optimize today so you can lead tomorrow. Peace.